Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Xolisa Ncenge and welcome back to this world. According to Nhlanhla Kgatlana of SABC News, South Africa's post-election government of national unity has marked 6 months amidst various political differences. The GNU comprises 10 political parties, with the ANC and the DA as major parties in the pact. But the policy differences between the two parties have played themselves out in the open, casting doubt on the durability of the pact that President Ramaphosa branded as a miracle since 1994. He went on to say, however, it was not plain sailing for the government of national unity, meaning there were tensions within the GNU, unquote. These differences emanated from a lot of issues, like the statement of intent, power sharing, ministries, government appointments, foreign policy, Russia-Ukraine war, Israel-Palestine war, China-Taiwan issue, something that led to the alliance partners like COSATU and SACP's Solly Mapaila being critical of the ANC's neoliberal faction getting into bed with the DA that is diametrically opposed to the ANC's mandate of National Democratic Revolution, NDR, seeing this as selling out the revolution. Another big fight was the signing of the Bella Bill on the 16th of September 2024, which, according to SABC News, was met with an outcry from various political parties and civil society groups. Kindly, good people, can we have a look at the following clip?
At its early months, the collaborative government has already been tested. This when the Minister of Basic Education snapped the signing ceremony of the Bella Bill into act by President Ramaphosa. Ramaphosa signed the bill into law but delayed the implementation of some clauses for 3 months for more deliberation and proposals on how different views can be accommodated.
The non-attendance of the Minister of Basic Education at the signing, that is an issue that deals with just the formalities. To me, the minister has been very clear. And she says, President, you are my boss, and I will execute the decisions of government. And if the bill is signed, that is exactly her mandate. And everybody's mandate in terms of executing government policy. And there I don't expect a doubt, hesitation, or even a refusal. Her non-attendance for me is an issue, but it's a minor issue compared to her commitment to implement the law that I signed today. And even as I signed, just to listen to those who have requested that they would like to bring forward solutions. I did agree that we will halt the implementation of two provisions, two clauses, 4 and 5, so that we can allow various entities, including parties in the government of national unity. And let me say, quite motivated by the words and the messages from the government of national unity parties, I decided that it does not detract from what I did today by halting and suspending the implementation of these two clauses for a period of 90 days.
But the president was not shaken by the minister's conduct.
No, I'm not concerned about that. I think we need to know that the issue of the Bella Bill has been a challenge, has been a challenge even from the party where she comes from. And I think if one puts that into context, one will understand. But I want to look at the positive. I want to look at the positive and say the minister has been unequivocal in clearly saying, once the president signs this bill, I'm going to implement it. And that to me is the bottom line. If the minister were ever to say, I will not implement it, then she'll be fired.
Good people, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video in order for us to grow our channel. According to SABC News, we saw scores of AfriForum, Solidarity, DA, FF Plus members descended to Fort Trekker Monument, regardless of this monument's dark history. They said they had to send a very clear message that they will not stand by while Africans' schools or Africans' children are being targeted. Very interesting language used by colonizers, being targeted by the colonized. Very much interesting. Saying this is targeting a cultural community. So this was a fight for survival, they said. I don't know survival from what, because they have been surviving ever since. They were just evoking emotions. There were mixed views on whether the president should have delayed the implementation of the act. This reminds me of Malcolm X when he says, if you beg another man to set you free, you will never be free. Meaning, if you beg the colonizer to set you free, you will never be free. That's exactly what it means. NAPTOSA Executive Director Basil Manuel, about a week ago, had said about the Bella Act. This is very simple. Schools have never been law unto themselves from the beginning of time, and neither now. There has always been a higher authority. Boom! On the 20th of December 2024, President Ramaphosa proclaimed immediate full implementation of the Bella Act. A few days before the signing, Helen Zille vowed to fight the implementation of the Bella Act, claiming it was unnecessary, equating it to part of a revenge project against Africans. I was listening to SABC News reaction by Bongani Mahlangu, a political analyst, reacting to Helen Zile's utterances. He said, if we have to look at the DA, when they had Musi Maimane, they lost some votes to the FF plus. Then they dealt with the black issue, meaning that is the black danger or swart gevaar. Interesting, because when you look at Musi Maimane, he doesn't look dangerous. He looks more like a dove to me. He looks more like a nice guy than being dangerous. Then John Steenhuisen came in and Helen Zille came back and were able to rebound and regain FF plus votes. So now they have to maintain that support, and part of it is by fighting clause 4 and 5 of the Bella Act, the NHI, the EPWP, the SABC bill currently being fought. All these efforts are done deliberately in order to retain Afrikaner or white support they would have obtained on the 29th of May. So these are inter-party issues, also giving provision to the ANC to self-implode, to tear itself apart, because this has caused serious contradictions within the ANC. For now, let us applaud the president for making the right decision. Whether he will fire the Minister of Education for refusing to implement the Bella Act, as he said, only time will tell, because the DA is not in the government of national unity in good faith. They are there to influence ANC policy in favor of their neoliberal donors, to maintain the status quo of white privilege and separate development. Good people, that's how we come to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe, like, share the video, and see you in the next video. Cheers.